Hi friends. Welcome back to my mystery channel, where the truth is often shrouded in darkness. Lake of Skeletons. Today, we dive into the chilling tale of the Lake of Skeletons, where the waters hide a gruesome secret. Let's unravel the mystery together. Roopkund, locally known as Mystery Lake or Skeleton Lake. Roopkund Lake in the Indian Himalayas is a mysterious site where hundreds of human skeletons lie scattered. The lake's remote location and harsh weather conditions have preserved the remains for centuries, sparking curiosity and debate among scientists and locals alike. Roopkund Lake's ice hides hundreds of human skeletons. Discovered by a patrolling British forest ranger in 1942. Depending on the season and weather, the lake, which remains frozen for most of the year, expands and shrinks. Only when the snow melts are the skeletons visible, sometimes with flesh attached and well preserved. To date, the skeletal remains of an estimated 600 to 800 people have been found here. In tourism promotions, the local government describes it as a mystery lake. For more than half a century, anthropologists and scientists have studied the remains and puzzled over a host of questions. Who were these people? When did they die? How did they die? Where did they come from? Their deaths sparked many theories. Local legend says that the king of Kannauj, Raja Jastaval, with his pregnant wife, Rani Balampa, their servants, a dance troupe and others went on a pilgrimage to Nanda Devi shrine, and the group faced a storm with large hailstones, from which the entire party perished near Roopkund Lake 870 years ago. Another suggests that some of the remains are of Indian soldiers who tried to invade Tibet in 1841, and were beaten back. More than 70 of them were then forced to find their way home over the Himalayas and died on the way. Yet another assumes that this could have been a cemetery where victims of an epidemic were buried. In villages in the area, there's a popular folk song that talks about how goddess Nanda Devi created a hailstorm as hard as iron, which killed people winding their way past the lake. India's second highest mountain, Nanda Devi, is revered as a goddess. Earlier studies of skeletons have found that most of the people who died were tall, more than average stature. Most of them were middle-aged adults, aged between 35 and 40. There were no babies or children. Some of them were elderly women. All were of reasonably good health. Also, it was generally assumed that the skeletons were of a single group of people who died all at once in a single catastrophic incident during the 9th century. The latest 5-year-long study, involving 28 CO authors from 16 institutions based in India, US and Germany, found all these assumptions may not be true. Scientists genetically analyzed and carbon dated the remains of 38 bodies, including 15 women, found at the lake. Some of them date back to around 1,200 years. They found that the dead were both genetically diverse and their deaths were separated in time by as much as 1,000 years. Edwin Harney, the lead author of the study, and a doctoral student at Harvard University, told, "The mystery of Roopkund Lake remains unsolved, and it's clear now that a single event can't explain the deaths." Genetic studies reveal a surprising diversity among the dead. Some had South Asian ancestry, while others were closely related to people from Europe, particularly Crete. The South Asian group wasn't from the same population, with some having northern and others having southern ancestry. This raises questions. Did these groups travel in small batches over centuries? Did some die in a single event? No signs of trade or arms were found, and genetic studies ruled out disease. A pilgrimage might explain the presence, but credible accounts only appear from the 19th century. Temple inscriptions suggest potential earlier origins. Scientists believe some deaths might be linked to a mass death during a pilgrimage event. But how did people from the eastern Mediterranean end up at this remote lake? Were they travelers or a local population with distant ancestry? The search for answers continues.